please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, BOOshakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at BOOshakalakapodcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Booshakalaka Podcast. I'm your host, Tiffany, joined with my co-host, Pierre.
Men use women. They ruin us, and when they are finished with us, they toss us to their dogs like scraps. When a woman stays young and beautiful forever, the world is hers. First, I shall take your life, my lord, and then I shall take your throne. Happy Women's History Month.
I'm sure that's probably Snow White.
Yes!
Throne version that nobody's seen but you.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Sure. I have a funny story about her. Never met her, but I'm not sharing. Yes, happy Women's History Month. Unfortunately, this is not a movie that relates to it that we're reviewing. We are reviewing Move Over, Star Wars. Here Comes the Lep.
Wow.
I hated this.
Mm-hmm.
With
and you
all
will pay
of the fiery passion in my loins.
It was very hard to get through. You will
I
pay for every
am
moment.
very upset
Mm-hmm.
that Warwick Davis signed on to do this.
I wonder, it had to be the writers, because I'm like, they went away with the rhyming. They went away with a lot of, I don't know where they were going. I don't know what
He just had quips.
Yeah, maybe it was like space. Maybe I don't know what year it came out, but maybe space was in
97.
97. Maybe that was Toy Story.
97.
Maybe that was Toy Story Buzz Lightyear. You know, the space toys were in.
When did Jason X come out? Maybe that's why they did it.
It was like a horror movie, send them to space thing. I don't. Again, there had to be something big going on.
Jason X came out in 2000, I will
2002.
Say, I am so glad that I can finally say we did it, Joe. We still don't know where Dan hit it, but we did it. We are done. This is our last review of the Leprechaun. And we saved the worst for last, I think. Leprechaun 4 in space. Synopsis is, I didn't write this and it's terrible, but I didn't feel like I needed to rewrite it. Our deadly leprechaun is in space to woo a beautiful princess who is impressed with his gold and desires to separate him from it. Sure.
If you want, I don't even care to correct it. So
I just copied and pasted it.
If you want to, let's dive in.
Guys, it's Women's History Month, but guess what? Men are still sexist and misogynist in 2096, according to this movie.
And it tricked me. The first 21 minutes tricked me.
How so?
Because we start the movie off with a bunch of sweaty Marines.
Ew, looking gross.
Miguel looks really good in this movie, though. I was like,
did you want a man?
Yeah, I was like, he could have been a leading man. He looked really good, you know.
Yeah, the other guy was like a Sylvester Stallone kind of reject.
Knockoff.
He played in, I remember him from the soap operas. He looks like a soap opera actor. Yeah. For sure. Like, he has that everything.
Because they somewhat respected the female, and I'm only saying that because to say, I don't know, woman Marine doesn't sound right. But the female Marine, because it seems like they had an ounce of respect for her. So I was tricked into believing. I was like, it's in the future. Maybe men have progressed. That all dies the minute the doctor comes in and they're being assholes to her for no reason. And it's like, why is the doctor here? Why am we not
calling her Cupcake?
Yeah. So, which I expected from the captain, but everyone else seemed to be normal, sort of.
From the Sarge. The Sarge. I kept calling him the captain as well. He was the Sarge.
He was Sarge.
We see the Marines. We arrive on a planet.
Yes. Their mission is to search and destroy.
So they want to kill the leprechaun because the leprechaun has stolen over $500 million in oil. I don't know.
Gold. Resources. Why y'all leave this man alone?
It's the new gold rush. They coming out to get him, and but we see the leprechaun, and he has his best cocktail gala get up. He just got back from the Met Gala. The theme that year was wedding. And we see him going up to this woman, and she is chained up. She has on Xena warrior princess outfits with glitter everywhere, and he
Mm-hmm.
lets her down and he says, "You fancy a dinner?" And it is a dinner full of just biscuits. Because I looked, there were only biscuits on the table. Now, that would trick somebody like me who's a biscuit lover. I can be tricked. I can just
Well,
eat biscuits all day.
I would have just assumed that this is just, you know how they bring you the bread before you get to order your
Is
main
this
course.
Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay? When he fucked me good, I take his ass to Red Lobster.
Okay.
Exactly. I ain't taking nobody to Red Lobster. Give him like, ugh, I'll get sick. But this is a princess. This is Princess Zarina, and her and Lep come up with a plot to
Kill her father.
get married.
Yeah, get married. Kill her
Get
father.
married because Leprechaun wants to become a king.
Yes, and her
She
father
wants the
is
money.
broke. Right, her father's basically broke. I guess he was a charitable king, and he gave like most of their wealth away to the citizens, which is
Mhm.
quite honorable. But we're in the future, so
I don't know why we keep calling him Leprechaun because they don't. They damn sure don't call him Leprechaun in the movie. He's
no,
an
he's an
alien.
alien. He's an alien, even though he speaks English. But
I, but that's what they're gonna do. At least I will give it credit. At least this time, the Leprechaun, or I'm just gonna call it Leprechaun and the lady had a deal instead of him just kidnapping her like in
right,
Lep 2.
there was no forced coercion. There was no. There was no rapey vibes in this movie, if I'm correct, if I'm remembering.
Yes, there were, Harold. Lest we forget Harold.
I don't know.
Zordon's apprentice. So we
Oh, I was like, who the hell is Harold?
the Marines, this is going to be, guys, I'm so sorry. This is going to be a quick ass review because
Because nothing happened.
nothing. It was so much dialogue. I kept looking at the time like, damn, we still got
Like,
an hour left.
and
Damn,
they
we
just
still
up
got
here
58
dancing and
minutes.
shit.
Damn, we still got 52 minutes. Like, okay, so we
They are
Marines get
the
in
Marines
there.
arrive on the planet and they
Yes.
just start shooting. Well, Leprechaun kills
What?
one of them.
When did he change?
When he changes outfit.
Guys, he runs out. I guess you know what his Shamrock Shake outfit is his fighting outfit.
So he
throws
said
the
it's
Met
morphin'
Gala to the
time,
trash.
and he's the Green Ranger, and so he came for
Alien.
war. Yeah. So he kills one of the guys. Don't know his name. I'm sure Tiffany does.
No, Marine One.
Marine One. He kills Marine One. And as they're coming in, they come in guns blazing, shooting their lasers because there are no bullets.
He kills him with a lightsaber, y'all.
Okay, we're not doing this. We're not gonna make it's a magical
Royalty free light up sword.
right. We're not. They may have caught copyright, but we won't.
Correct. We don't know anything. We don't know her. The Marines throw a grenade and Princess Zarina runs out. Lep is like, no, get out of the way. So he Whitehurst on top of the grenade, blows himself up. Whitehurst is Child's Play 3 for y'all that don't know. Blows himself up, and we're cheering. They killed the alien. They killed him.
To be honest, I was rooting for him in this moment because that was the most noble thing he's done in all of these movies.
Ever. He never shows any kind of sympathy for anybody.
Right.
He was trying to kill kids in the first one, y'all. We're not going to do this. So one of the Marines is gloats over their win, and he pees on top of the Leprechaun's dead corpse.
And as he's peeing, you see Microsoft art go up his urine stream. And see, gentlemen, this is why you don't pee in lakes, and this is why you don't pee over gasoline or fire or anything like that. Shit can come up that stream and get on your ass. So he learned his lesson. And they all get back on the they take the princess. Her arm got blown off. Well, her hand got blown off.
Her hand, yes.
The doctor
why was it? It was like a different color. It was weird. It was really weird.
Yeah.
It was, something I realized what's crazy. So we get back on the spaceship and they are at the wackest party I've ever seen in my life. The music that was playing in the background was like a remix version of the Fazio music when he was coming out to do his magic tricks in part 3. Plus, the same person that directed this directed part 3. So I know for sure it was the I was just sitting there like, wait, what am I watching? I hate it. I hate it. But you know what? The Marines in 2096, they still want to get busy.
Mm-hmm.
They still want to get busy. Her name was Dolores. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Van Cartier. Dolores leaves out with Marine 2 because I do not remember his name. I'm so sorry, guys.
His
There were
last name
too
was like
many people.
Artichoke or something. I
Okay,
don't know.
so Dolores leaves with Artichoke, and they go off to get frisky. Artichoke starts screaming, holding his area, his groin, starts screaming. She doesn't know what to do. I'm assuming he probably thinks he has STI or something. You know, him and Dolores should have wrapped it up that first time, but they did not do that. He starts screaming, and the leprechaun comes out of his pants. So you were correct. If you pee anywhere, a leprechaun might come out of your pants.
It clearly had to come out of the shaft because he died.
You know, I think men should have to give birth at least once. It'd be great.
Where do you want us to get C-sections, or do you want us to like where? Because in Junior, this did happen. Let's be real.
He did get C-section though.
Oh, I thought it came out of his butt. Okay, never mind. Okay, it's in there.
I mean, I have.
It does expand.
Seen if you can put a lot of photos. All the way up to the elbow. All the way up to the elbow.
You can do that. I don't know.
Who has the time? Who has the patience? That can't feel good. It can't.
I mean, y'all do it, but y'all have the hips for it.
Who puts a fist up to the elbow?
Not that. I meant birth. Jesus.
Oh, I thought you meant in the booty hole.
No,
no, it's a booty hole.
Y'all have the hips.
The lep comes out and he says, "Let that teach you a lesson. Always wear a prophylactic." And I agree with that. You really should, especially now and ever.
He goes flying out. And basically she's on the warpath for him. She's trying to get revenge because her hubby died. He's not her husband, but you know, her booty call.
Her man on this space mission, because who knows how long they're out, you know, doing what they're doing. They probably
they said they was 12 minutes away from Earth when they were going back, so maybe it don't take them that long because they make it their Microsoft Art spaceship.
Floating. They're just floating. So we see Princess Zarina in the lab, and she is with Harold, who is a assistant. I don't know. And
an asshole. I thought he was gay at first, but apparently he's not.
No, I think he's bi. Because he did hit on Books.
He hit on
who was the Sylvester Stallone lookalike. He hit on him, and our doctor
fondled the princess.
Well, Tina says that her hand cannot be reattached. Sorry, Tina. You know, we've lost her hand, but we switch back over to them, and Harold sees that Zarina's hand is back. It's moving.
A little hand.
All a strong hand. He sees all of her appendages. They're all together. They're good to go. The cyborg comes over, Dr. Mittenhand, who 100% looks like Zordon. He comes over and explains his plans to use Zarina's regenerative DNA to recreate his whole body, because he is a bust on top of a Rosie from the Jetsons type body.
Oh,
like,
don't do Rosie.
And it just oh, I hated Rosie. And it's just really weird. I don't know what's going on. And I'm really upset. At this point, I was upset.
I can clarify. So the mission is over. Their contract ends at midnight, and they're ready to go back to Earth. The Dr. Mittenhand, I hate his name, is like, no, y'all gonna stay on this ship. I'm gonna lock it down. Y'all ain't getting off because I got things to do. I don't really understand. I mean, outside of keeping the princess on the ship, I didn't really understand what else he had to do. Because I mean, it takes
no. You were close. You were close. That's a little bit further in the movie, but we see that the Dolores alerts everybody that Artichoke is dead. She alerts everybody, and they all get in their gear and go try to find the leprechaun to kill him. They go into a waste contamination room with, protective gear. One of them dies because the lep slashes his outfit open, and the mist gets in. He's dead. We lose another. Oh, that was Mooch. We lose Mooch, and everybody is like, okay, we got to get together and solve this thing. That's when they get over to Mittenhand, and they let him know, Mittenhand, we're ready to go. We don't want to do this anymore. Mittenhand says, well, you know what? I'll pay you extra if you catch the the alien. So
And
that's
give you
why
a
they agreed to
bonus.
stay on the boat. That on the boat. That boat that comes in the morning. I don't know why boat is stuck in my head, but that's why they agree to stay on the ship.
Yeah, because
I
they're
just
getting a
don't understand.
bonus and
That's why I
money.
said boat.
Yeah.
That makes sense
So
now.
yes. So they're staying there and like basically the Lep does say to Marines, if you give me the princess, I'll let y'all live. Now he do be lying in every damn movie, but the
You
like
can't trust him ever.
right, but Doctor was like, y'all ain't getting this princess. I need her, so scrap it. Y'all just go kill him. So basically that's how it all comes to, that's how they're all on this mission to go kill him. Now it's still 20 damn Marines left. Who we got next? We got the guy who, I don't know, the coward. We're gonna thought he's the coward of the group. He was the black guy. He's like, hey man, let's just go hide.
Sticks. I did get his name.
Yeah, the black guy's name is Sticks. But he's like, hey man, let's just go hide and let everybody else deal with it. Well, we Marines, boy. So I don't know how he gets into the room by himself, but he in there talking to Leprechaun. Leprechaun, hey, come over here and I'll let you go. Show him, again, you can't trust him.
It is a lot of go into one room, the door locks, and you can't get back in, and now you're by yourself, so the Leprechaun can kill you. That happens. That
it happens like to every single one of them. It happens to the girl too.
Yes, it happens to all of them. He gets the first guy. He kills him. Then he gets to the second guy. Books, he handcuffs him to something and he starts shooting fire at him. I'm like, we're putting the CGI budget to the worst things, guys. We should be using it for something else, not for this. He misses him, he doesn't kill him. Like I said, we just spend a lot of time going in and out of space, in and out of rooms, ditching people.
He's with the girl. The only woman Marine we have left. They fight. She does shoot him, but he doesn't seem to be able to die. Like, this is a different power of his. Like, they shoot him, he regenerates. I don't know where this came from, but he's been doing this the whole movie.
Because he's an alien and not a leprechaun.
So he knocked her off the thing. She falls to her death. It's over with. Goodbye.
We're just checking everybody off the list while a stupid story plays in the background. After most of them are dead, which is seriously, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but he just checks them all off. He just checks them. It doesn't kill him in like profound ways either. He's
no,
just
it's
like,
not.
boom, boom,
They're not even funny ways at this point.
No,
he gets to the lab and
at this part, Harold is in the lab with Dr. Mittenhands, and they are getting ready to. They're pulling Zarina's blood. They're about to do this. They get a knock at the door. It's Tina, our scientist.
Naked.
Tina says, "Oh my God, guys! They grabbed all my clothes and left me naked. Help me! I need to come in. So Harold was like, "Hell yeah!" He opened that door. Leprechaun come in and cup him in the balls. Why are we not using our powers like we should? Like, why are we just pinching balls? Like, why are we not like killing these people? Tina also, when she's a leprechaun, she literally breaks the fourth wall and looks directly into the camera. It's like, thank you. Why? I don't know. He comes in and Mittenhands is like, you, shrimp, you're the alien that everybody has been dying from. You're killing everybody. And Harold, he's belittling Leprechaun to get his attention away from Harold, who is sneaking in with a knife. Harold comes in and stabs Leprechaun. And Leprechaun was like, oh, you want this pizza pan? I got it for you.
I'm just like... He flings the metal tray. It hits him and he becomes, what is this? Gumby?
It smashes Harold's it caves his face in, but his nose is still huge. The part of the face that probably would be the most smashiest, because the bone is so far back, it looks gross.
It wasn't even disgusting. Blood and gore. It was just like a lot of Play-Doh and a lot of, I don't know if they didn't have there was like...
Was he dead?
I hope. I mean, he was gurgling and stuff, but it's just like, did they not have the budget for blood? There was just a lot of prosthetics.
Yeah, maybe he couldn't breathe. Maybe it, fucked him up where you couldn't breathe anymore. Anywho, Harold is dead. So he goes over to Mitten and somehow has a sex ball gag and puts it on Mitten's mouth because, I mean, Mitten is like half robot. It doesn't make any sense. He injects him with a mixture of Zarina's DNA, the remains of a scorpion, and a tarantula.
Mm-hmm.
And stabs that into Mitten. And Mitten is
In his
percolating
head.
over.
They don't even have the budget for a needle that's a false needle. He has to pretend to put it in the back of his head. I was like, okay.
Would that get into his bloodstream? Who knows? Our friends finally make it over to the control room. I'm sorry, they make it over to the lab because they know that's where the leprechaun is. Book Six and Tina make it over, and Zarina pops over her blouse and shows her titties. Like, at first I thought that she was like mesmerizing them and like they couldn't move anymore, but they were looking at her like, this bitch is fucking crazy.
Yeah, and she's just like, oh, sorry, I had to do this for you. And apparently women from Dominion who show their breasts, that's a death sentence. We don't get any explanation to what happens to the men. Like, there's no like, oh, you see them and you die 5 seconds later. You see them and you
like
get
Medusa?
ill. Like, there's nothing. It's just, oh, that you see them in this death sentence. So it's like, well, we had a rated R movie and we had an actress who wanted to show her breast and we got it in the contract. So we're gonna show some breasts for 10 seconds. Because I didn't understand the point of this bullshit.
I don't get it. Somehow the Sarge is there and we find out that Sarge is a cyborg and Leprechaun is able to reprogram him to work with them now. So now the Sarge is working with Lep and Zarina and they run out of the room. They don't kill who they need to. Like, why are we not killing these people? Why are we?
Because she showed her breasts, and that's all that the breasts are.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She did the Care Bear stare with her titties.
She's just a hot babe with huge tits. Excuse me, I just had pudding an hour ago.
Did you just say steak? Shut up.
So then we get a whole different movie. No, the movie's done. Leprechaun's over.
Please.
We get RuPaul's Drag Race, which Tiffany has to watch in about 45 minutes.
Team on your nerve. Team on your nerve. Thank you.
What? So the Sarge is now reprogrammed, and the Sarge is a drag queen.
It makes no sense, guys. He's just in their little discotheque dancing with the worst drag ever. He even has a purse on his arm. I guess, I mean, if they tip him, he could put the money immediately in his purse. But what are we doing? He's just singing. He punches, sticks in the face, sticks falls down, then gets back up. And they're like, Sarge, it's us, trying to convince him. And they ended up having to kill Sarge. And that's when they find out that he's a cyborg.
He started whipping their ass. And he gets electrocuted. He's dead. Now, Lep and Zarina are on their way to try to escape, basically. And he's like, he gets reminded that they have gold on the ship. I don't even know how this comes, and then they start like they
take it in the beginning. Lep is there with all of his
they take the gold. Yeah.
All of
so he wants to get his gold back.
Well, I mean, she needed too.
Right. And they start bickering. They just start like this. They have this little bickering thing. Like she tells him something. He's like,
Chucky and fucking Tiffany.
He's like, yeah, bitch. And she's like, what did you say? He's like, oh, nothing, my dear. So they just bicker. They're bickering the whole time to the point they get to the gold. And she's just like, you're ugly and I'm beautiful. And he like touches her forehead. And apparently he gave her herpes because she has like a bunch of herpes on her face now. And then he knocks her out. And
it just goes away. There's no consequences.
But he finds his damn gold, but it's just like little pebbles of gold. And she wasn't impressed. And Dolores finds him. She shoots at him.
No, baby, Dolores been dead. Tina.
Damn it. Thank you. Tina shoots at him. And she pissed me off when she was ready to shoot, but then the gun it clicked. That pissed me off. She shoots. I don't know how this happens. Maybe I missed something. She shoots a Mario mushroom at him and he eats it. And he he grows big. I don't know. It's just like, I want to know who wrote this. I need to look up the writer, and I want to see if the writer's still alive, if they're still working, because he just grows huge, and now he's just stomping around.
She thinks it's a gun, but it's an experimental growth ray. That's why he becomes big. And he has a little quip that says, I like big. And then he looks down at his pants. He's like, big is good. And I wish they would have showed it to us. Like, don't play with me.
You already know their regular size.
No, I'm just saying. No, I wanted to see it big on the screen with the body. That's all I'm talking about. During this time,
the green 4-leaf clover.
Y'all, in the meantime and in between time, Mitten Hand has turned into the Scorpion King. This is where all of the budget was spent, because he looks like a hybrid
tarantula
scorpion. What's the tarantula scorpion man? That sounds like a movie, sci-fi. Write it. I'd watch it. Tarantula scorpion man.
I don't know what Styx goes and he's in the control room. He gets attacked by him. I don't know. There's things are just happening. Hobbs. Wait, is his name Hobbs? No,
Books.
It's Hobbs. Hook. What? Hook.
Books.
Books takes off his shirt because he has to let us know I'm an action star. And look at my workout body.
Look at my pecs.
Yeah. There's just nothing happening. Like nothing's happening.
Leprechaun no. Know what it is? Leprechaun gets pissed. He hits the self-destruct button because, of course, there's one. Styx gets stuck in a web from Mitten Hands. He puts him in this web, and he calls himself Mitten Spider. He sticks him in there, and Books and Tina go to fight Leprechaun in the cargo bay. Well, I'm sorry. It's just Tina has escaped. Tina is now in the vents trying to get out of there. Leprechaun grabs her. I'm sorry. Mitten Spider grabs her, rips her pants off. So now she's just in her drawers. For what reason? Who knows? Like you said, they had to bring the guys in to watch it. Who the fuck knows? I'm pretty sure the Leprechaun's fan base is probably mostly male and me.
Yeah.
Who knows? So they bring him in. Now, it is just Zarina, Books, and Leprechaun in a cargo bay. Leprechaun is huge. Books is trying to get the hell out of there. He tells them, hey, open up door 2 on the bay hanger of XYZ. And he's with the keypad. They open up the door. The door shuts back with them. He saves Zarina. And then all of a sudden, the cargo door starts to open.
Very slowly.
Tina kills Mitten Spider. The door starts to open. Leprechaun flies out into space and below.
Explodes.
I don't know what the fuck program they used to explode the Leprechaun.
Never use it again. Never use it again.
They're trying to figure out the password to stop the ship from self-destructing, and they think they're trying to think of the password. They're putting in wizard.
Scientist.
Wizard is the password. Scientist.
Yeah. Genius.
Super genius. Smart. Pervert. None of those work. They all come together and realize wizard, like the Wizard of Oz. The self-destruct sequence stops. Books and Tina kiss, and Styx is like, "Oh, y'all just gonna do that in front of my face like that?" And we see the Leprechaun giving them a finger out of the spaceship, and the movie ends. This was god awful. Like, it wasn't. I didn't even like this as a teen when it came out. I didn't even like it then. And I would rather watch Leprechaun 2 every day of my life.
Okay, so that's what I want to publicly apologize to those who worked on Leprechaun 2. I owe you a deep apology because I did rank it the worst. It is not. I would watch Leprechaun 2 5 more times before I ever watch this bullshit. Like, I am so sorry. The budget was $1.6 million.
And 1.5 went to Spider-Mitten. Because there's no way. I don't. All right, guys. Our new rating system. Let me go over it again for you. 5 is something we would watch annually. 4, we would watch without bathroom breaks. 3, we would watch, but also scroll on our phones. 2, we would fast forward to get to the end. And 1, we would throw the media out of the window. We would unsubscribe, TV, everything gone. Physical media, we don't ever want to see it again. Kaka boo boo. 2 for me.
2. Okay.
Yeah. Because it just I did not enjoy it, but I will say I was able to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Did I know what was going on half the time? Not really. But it's not a hard storyline to follow. I just think my mind started wandering off like
It doesn't
into a
keep you.
different type of space. No, it does not. It's not gonna hold you. It's not gonna hold you. So it's definitely a 2 for me. I don't think I would watch it again. Would I recommend it to somebody just to piss them off? Yes, of course. Jay, watch this. I forgot his name is Drew now. Drew, watch this.
I'm gonna give it a 1. I want Magneto to set off an EMP and destroy every media on the planet so no one can ever watch it again. It just wasn't. I think it's because they got rid of the whole, like, yeah, they tried to do the leprechaun and the gold thing, but you didn't even call him a leprechaun. He's an alien. So why did you care about gold? Like, you took too much of the lore out for it to even be the movie that you wanted. Like, this was basically an alien movie without the alien, to be quite honest.
Right.
And it would have probably...
they called the leprechaun the alien.
Touche.
I mean, they could have just used a whole leprechaun scenario and had, like, let's just say the scenario for part 1 where we met Tori and everybody else and they were on that house. Let's just say they should have just beamed that house. Aliens beamed that bitch up into space and we just continued the movie like that. They just happened to be in space.
Or a planet of leprechauns. I don't know.
They had a budget.
They were trying to mine.
They didn't have a budget, baby.
But they were trying to mine the gold. Like, it could have been something better than the princess. And she low-key evil and want to kill her dad. It was just a lot going on. And then they saved the princess. And
guys, that was it.
Okay, I'll give them something. They didn't. The line delivery was not too bad. It wasn't like they were just terrible actors. I'll give them that.
The people were really trying.
Yeah,
that's why I gave it a 2 too.
Okay,
they were like, you know what? I know this is bad, but I'm not going to be bad in this bad movie.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. But guys, that'll do it for Leprechaun. We did it, Joe. We did it. We did all of them.
Yes.
All of them.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us if you like this movie or not. I want to know that person that likes this movie, because I want to sit down across from you and I want to, like, I just want to, so tell me. Like Michelle Pfeiffer did at the end of Dangerous Minds in the Coolio video. Oh my God. What's going on here? As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
What the fuck? What a reference. Okay.
Go watch it. Please be sure to join us next time when we review an actual movie. It's going to be Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs. It rubs lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. We're going to do that, and we will see you next time. Bye. Where did you hide it, Dan?